Ma'am, you do not need a prescription for ibuprofen. You could buy it over the counter. I have bought it over the counter, and it's not the same. Yours is stronger. It is exactly the same. You said you gave me 600 milligrams for my pain. Yes. I only have 200 milligram tablets at home. Then you take 3 of them. But you only gave me 1 because the ER has 600 milligram tablets of ibuprofen. If you only have 200 milligram tablets, then you take 3 of them. It is the same thing. Can you just give me the ones you have? No! Welcome to the ER. How can I help you? My son has a fever of 325 degrees. How did you check his temperature? I touched my oven, and then I touched my son. They felt the same temperature. I see. Let's just check it again here to be safe. Was your oven set to 325 degrees? Yes! I would suggest getting an actual thermometer to check his temperature next time. They are way more accurate. Look at that. No fever. Oh, thank goodness! Yeah, it's a miracle. Hi! Aren't you lucky to be alive?
I want to punch you in the face. I'm not going to, but I want to.
Feel free to give me a smooch or two, or if you're feeling a little more frisky, go ahead and kill me.
Tips from the ER, enemas. Enemas are not common for young people. Let's just get that very clear, okay? If you are in your 20s, in your 30s, it's very uncommon that you're gonna be coming to an ER and we're gonna be giving you an enema. In the ER, I assist with a lot of enemas for older people. People who don't really have control of their bowels and their muscles anymore, or something's going on that, is now fucking with their stomach. Just to be clear, if you are a young, fairly healthy individual, we're not gonna stick anything up your ass. Unless you ask us to. Now, just like the medications, you can do an enema at home. Ta-da! You can buy these over the counter. You don't have to come to the ER to give yourself an enema. You could do it by yourself. This is what it looks like. There's a solution in here, there's a tube in here. You can guess which goes where. You stick it in, you squeeze the bottle, keep that liquid in you for as long as possible, and then when you're finally ready, get your ass to the toilet and let it rip. This is here to protect the tube so it stays sterile. We're gonna pop that off. Let's see how quickly this squirts up. Oh, that's some good pressure. It tastes like a flat 7-Up.
Stop it. Get some help.
These are $1 a piece. I got 4 for $4, and that's not even on sale. That's just how much they cost. Come to the ER, it won't be $4. But remember, always read the directions on how to use it. Tips from the ER. Digital disimpaction. Pretend this is your colon. That's your anus. This is where the stuck poop is. If the doctor opens up your gown and sees there's poop right here, and he sees that he can stick his finger in there and scoop out some of that poop to help you poo, this is what he's gonna do. He's probably gonna have gloves on. He's gonna take his finger and he's gonna try to scoop out some of that poo as little and as gently as he can so as not to rip your little anus. And as soon as he gets enough out, it's free! That's what happens at a digital disimpaction. Sometimes. And also, funny thing, sometimes when we stimulate your anus, it also causes you to poop. Odds are, if you come into the ER for constipation, there are things we can do to help loosen up your poop so we don't have to do a digital disimpaction or surgery. But the moral of the story is, drink your water, eat your vegetables, and stay the fuck out of the ER.
Did they have brains or knowledge? Don't make me laugh. They were popular. What?
My daughter still goes, Mommy, can we go on our plane again? And I'm like, baby, there's no flight.
I hate Vietnam.
Lily, honey, we don't hate.
I hate Vietnam.
So I live in Los Angeles, and it has been very sad to see my community and some of the people I love most be negatively impacted by these fires. There's a lot of blame going around about how the fires started, but I think it would be hard to dismiss the fact that climate change played a role in amplifying these fires. 2024 is on record as the hottest year ever. In California, we've had minimal rainfall these last 8 months, and it has been extremely dry. And when trees and plants are extremely dry, they are very susceptible to fire. These conditions fuel the wildfires, and when you combine that with extremely high and dangerous wind speeds, like we had, you will get a historic, unnatural disaster. In addition to the large-scale response effort in California, multiple US cities have already chipped in to offer their support. Both Canada and Mexico have also sent over firefighters and first responders to help, but more than anything, our community has come together to fundraise and help support those impacted by the fires. You can use the link in my bio for a list of free and discounted resources if you need help and if you were affected by the fires. I love you all, and please stay safe.
You can't get rid of me, bitch! I'm not going nowhere! I'm not going no fucking where!
If you hear your name, please follow me. Tough Kane. Tough Kane, are you here? I think you mean Tony. Tony? Yeah, Tony. Don't worry about it, man. No one gets it right the first time. I wonder why. X10? Is there an X10 here? It's Kristen. How is that Kristen? Seriously? Christmas, also known as Xmas? X is short for Chris. Chris 10. Present. Leah. Is there a Leah here? Oh, that's probably me. You're Leah? It's Ladasha. Of course it is. Everyone follow me. Welcome to the ER, sir. How can I help you? I slipped and fell on a water bottle. Oh. It's stuck in my butt and I can't get it out. Is it a plastic water bottle? Yeah. Okay, we'll get an x-ray to see where it is and then we'll help you get it out. Hello? Hey, Austin. You should look at the x-ray for bed too. Water bottle butt guy wasn't exactly telling the truth. What the? Sir, we got your x-rays back. Do you see the water bottle? We see 2 water bottles. What? Oh! That's right! I have 2! How did you forget that? I put the first one up a few days ago. I guess I forgot. Can you get them both out? Yes, the surgeon's coming down to talk to you right now. Okay. Thanks! Ma'am, you are having abdominal pain because you are pregnant. There is no way! I can't be pregnant! We tested your urine sample. You're pregnant. I'm telling you, that's not possible! Are you sexually active? What? No, not exactly. It's either a yes or a no. Are you sexually active? No, I wouldn't say active. I kinda just lay there. So that's a yes. Can you just run the test again? No! Welcome to the ER. How can I help you? I'm having a stomach ache. When did it start? Like an hour ago, after I swallowed a fork. You swallowed a fork? Yeah. Why did you swallow a fork? I wanted to see if I could do it. What? Have you tried it before? No. You're sure you swallowed a fork? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, we're gonna need an x-ray just to be safe. Are you able to walk? Can you follow me? Yep. There is no way he swallowed an entire fork. You never know. I once had a pica patient who swallowed rocks and chunks of concrete. They can't help it. Have you called psych yet, Ben? Not yet. I want to confirm the fork on the x-ray first. Oh, here it is. Oh my god. What is all of that? Sir, we got your x-rays back. Do you see the fork? Yes, we see the fork. We also see half a dozen coins, a toy car, and another object I can't even make out. Oh, it's part of a TV remote. I knew it! Rich! Sorry! Sir, this is very dangerous. You're gonna need surgery to remove these objects. Oh, but those aren't bothering me. It's just the fork. Sir, your pain is being caused by all the objects in your stomach. No, those have been there for years. It only happened after the fork. What do you mean, years? I'm telling you, it's only the fork that's bothering me. Alright, look. We can figure this out, okay? I'm gonna go get you some pain meds, and I'm gonna have some people come down to talk to you. Just don't move in the meantime, okay? Fine, but nothing except the fork is coming out. That will be between you and the surgeon. Tips from the ER with Bill Gates. What is the most common emergency room visit that requires immediate surgery?
Appendicitis, I guess.
Correct. Appendicitis is when your appendix becomes inflamed or swollen and you absolutely need surgery. 1 in 13 people will get an appendicitis in their lifetime. Very dangerous because if it becomes too inflamed or swollen, it will burst and its contents will leak into your abdominal cavity. Its contents include poop, bacteria, fluid, and it can cause a really bad infection in your body. An appendix is a pretty useless part of the human body, so it's not the worst thing in the world to lose one. The second most useless human body part, male nipples. Think about it. I work in OB/ER. We were told a patient was coming in who had been hit by a chicken. What actually happened was that she was 26 weeks pregnant, worked in a grocery store, and a disgruntled customer flung a frozen chicken across the counter and hit her in the belly. She and the baby were both fine. She went full term after the chicken incident. The baby wanted to come out immediately and find out who had the audacity to throw the chicken at its mom. Is this the most accurate medical TV show ever? The Pit on Max takes place in an ER. I've worked in an ER for 10 years as an ER technician, so let's see.
Welcome to the Pit.
We got 2 traumas from the T, 5 minutes out.
Okay, copy that. Actually, this is the most important person that you're going to meet today. This is Dana. She's our charge nurse. She is the ringleader of our circus. Do what she says when she says it.
Correct. The charge nurse is the ringleader and someone who should know everything that's going on in the ER at all times. Doctors, new doctors, old doctors, please look to your charge nurse for guidance, direction, and overall anything you ever need when you're in the ER.
As you can see, our house is always packed, and our department is mostly clogged up with boarders. Those are admitted patients waiting for a room upstairs, sometimes for days. Beds are a very precious commodity around here, so please be quick and efficient with your workups.
Oh my God, did you hear that? That is the whole problem with the ER. The ER is always filled with patients who don't belong in the ER. They should be upstairs, in the ICU, in surgery, in med-surg, anywhere else but the ER. But there's no beds upstairs, so they get stuck in the ER, pushing everybody else to the back. That's the first time I've heard anybody on TV talk about this.
Treat the sicker patients back here, but please keep your eye on that waiting room. Make sure nobody's gonna die out there.
Here's the whole thing. Here's the whole circle of life. You come into the ER. You're sick. We treat you. We make sure you're not dying. You're not dying, but you can't go home yet because it is not safe. So we have to send you upstairs to the ICU team. That team will come down to the ER, talk to you, admit you upstairs with a new team of nurses and doctors that is not in the ER. The problem is upstairs doesn't have enough beds for all the ER patients who need to go. So they get stuck in the ER and everybody else in the waiting room gets stuck in the waiting room, and that is why all those times build up. You see what's happening? It's all bad. Kudos to the Pit for actually showing this problem. This is a real life problem that happens in every ER. We are the bottleneck of the entire hospital. So good job, very realistic. Go watch the Pit on Max. Love it. Medical Mysteries with Bill Gates. Is this good advice or bad advice? When you have sudden onset of stomach pain, eating or drinking something will make it better.
Oh, that's probably bad advice.
Bad advice. Correct. It is bad advice. Because if your stomach is in pain, eating or drinking something will oftentimes irritate it even more. So you want to give it a rest. That's the first thing that we tell you when you come to the ER too. When you come to the ER, if you have anything that's wrong with you, we tell you not to eat or drink anything until we find out exactly why, in case you need emergency surgery. So your stomach has to be empty because it'll complicate the surgery. I've had surgeons oftentimes will delay surgery if you've had anything in your stomach within the last 24 hours. Right?
Because you could, I guess, get sick and that would be hard to breathe then?
Yes. So if you're on anesthesia, your muscles aren't working, right? Any contents from your stomach that leaks out of that tube that goes into your stomach could go into your lungs, causing you to aspirate and choke and die. Welcome to the ER, sir. How can I help you? I think my daughter swallowed a penny. Tata. Doesn't look like she's doing too bad. Can I get her name and date of birth? Oh. Shoot. You don't know your daughter's name and date of birth? You know, my wife is usually here with me. Oh, let me check my tattoos. Your what?
Tata!
Sophia Sorrento, July 6th, 2022. Got it. Roger Coast, are you here? Excuse me, sir, do you remember me? Yes. You fell off a bike yesterday. And you guys said there was a small fracture in my arm. Yes, I remember. Is everything okay? You guys gave me my x-rays yesterday and they were black and white. So? I paid good money to be at this hospital and I get black and white x-rays? Sir, all x-rays are black and white. Really? Yes. Oh. Okay then. Thanks. Roger Coast, are you here? I decided to watch myself give birth when I had my third kid. Okay. You can watch yourself give birth. They will give you a mirror so you could see what's going on as you are giving birth to your baby. I already had 2 other babies, so I thought I knew what to expect. But once I saw the mangled mess down there,
I'm talking downtown.
I was shocked and didn't know what to say. So, as I saw my son's head emerge, I looked at my husband and said, "Look, there's the sperm you left in there." Definitely a memorable birth. LOL. Is it considered a dad joke if the wife says it? I'm an OB-GYN. When I first started training, I was learning to do cervical exams to check patients in labor. I am examining this patient and I feel something that even I know isn't quite right. It feels hard and kind of crinkly. I take this thing out. It is black, desiccated, and just coated in copious amounts of discharge. I'm turning it over, trying to figure out what I'm looking at. I eventually see a yellow smiley face. It's the remains of a Walmart plastic bag. I am surprised the face was still smiling. I tell the lady, "Ma'am, you had a plastic bag in your vagina." She goes, "How did that get in there?" I say, "You tell me." She swore she didn't know. All of us on L&D decided this was likely the condom that was used to prevent the pregnancy that she was currently delivering. Anyway, the moral of the story is, don't use plastic bags as contraception, please. Most people just keep their Walmart bags under the sink. You do you, boo. What city was this story come from? My guess, Arkansas or Alabama. Alabama. It's from Alabama! Imagine what the dirty talk in bed sounded like. Do you like paper or plastic? For this next section, I asked my audience of labor and delivery nurses, what is the most unhinged thing a new mom has said to you in the labor and delivery room? These are the top comments. I can't wait to smoke a joint after this. Yes, I'm sure the nurses also said the same thing. If I ever say I want to do this again, shoot me with a paintball gun to the tits. I hope one day she tells her kids this lovely story of how they were born. Did someone pour hot lava on my vagina? Please save my lady garden. You can C-section me if you think the garden is in peril. Lady garden is just making me picture a full bush. Full bush. Full bush. Do I want to use a mirror? If I wanted to watch my ass blow apart, I'd eat 12 gordita crunches and twerk on the sink of a Walmart bathroom. Not the worst thing a Walmart bathroom has ever seen. Here's a story of a messy mom from when I worked in labor and delivery. 2 men in the room on each side of the pregnant patient. Everyone is white. The patient did not know who the father was. Both men were competing in the I can be the most supported contest. Well, the baby was born, not a white baby. Safe to say the real father was not in the room and the 2 men were confused. You're confused? You should just leave. Not a white baby is literally everything else. Can we guess what color the baby was? Comment below. Yeah, I'll bet everyone in the room was confused, including the baby.
I'm confused, bro.
Psych patient who was being watched by police managed to climb up an x-ray machine that was mounted on the ceiling and ended up in the ceiling crawling around. We had to move a family who was in the room next door as their relative had died. The ceiling crazy man ended up falling through the ceiling tiles and would have ended up landing on the dead body. Talk about lucky. He could have ended up anywhere, but right next door and fell down. I've never had a patient crawl into the ceiling. People tell me it's happened. Good news for the patients who could possibly have been injured by a man falling through the ceiling is that they are already in the hospital, so they can get treatment right away. I am always looking on the bright side for you guys. I had a patient come in with MI symptoms. MI meaning myocardial infarction, aka a heart attack. Left arm pain, tingling, that's one symptom, chest pain and tightness, and panicking, all heart attack symptoms. We did a full chest pain workup for her, and her family called and came by to say goodbye to her because they thought she was dying. Wow, way to pull the trigger a little too early, family, huh? Sounds like maybe they wanted her to leave. Turns out her workup was clear, and her CT showed she had a bunch of stool backing her up, and she had overeaten at Thanksgiving. Ah, okay, there you go. She was constipated. Do you know how much stool you need to have backed up in your system for it to show up on a CT scan? A lot. Good job, lady. Good news is she definitely has something to be thankful for. Pepto-Bismol. Come and get it. I was helping an 80-year-old woman at mealtime in the dining room one Thanksgiving. She took a bite of her pork chop and yelled, "I've had that tastes better than this." In her defense, back in her day, that's what they call chicken. She then threw it at me, like MLB, whipped it at me, it bounced off my chest and landed back on her plate, and she started sobbing. Homegirl was inconsolable. What? I'd be crying too if a piece of food reminded me of a dick I once sucked. Oh, poor grandma. She's just reminiscing. Who knows what she was talking about? Patient came into the ER needing a foreign body object removed from his rectum. He said he was showering and fell onto his shampoo bottle. Classic! You cannot believe how often this happens. Makes me wonder, did they shove a shampoo bottle up their ass knowing that that could be an excuse? Or were they in the shower, got horny, and said, why not? If someone in the comment section has dealt with this before, please let us know. We'd love to find out. Imagine where he put the loofah. We can't stop you from doing this. We have learned that. The only thing we can do is hope that you learn from your mistakes and buy a proper dildo with a flared base.
Sir, I am not in the mood to be assaulted by a stranger right now.
They told me that you're the one that saved my Lori.
Oh, your wife. Yes.
My wife.
That was nice, how it ended. The family member of the patient that was saved comes and hugs the healthcare provider. It happens sometimes in the ER. Think about it, okay? The emergency room is a place where we stable patients, keep patients stable. If they're really in a life-threatening situation, the ER stabilizes them, and then they go upstairs to surgery or whatever else they need. They're probably going to the ICU. It takes time for people to get better. Rarely do you see someone just come back right away like that. A lot of the thanks goes to the nurses who aren't in the ER. But that was nice. Tips from the ER. Christmas. It's the one time of the year where we might find an empty ER waiting room. Any minor cuts and aches that you would normally come into the ER for can definitely wait until after Christmas. Nobody wants to spend their Christmas at the hospital, which means the days right after Christmas will be a complete and utter disaster. The waiting room will be full of sick and angry patients who waited until right after Christmas to see their doctor. But your doctors aren't working that week, are they? It's Christmas. Their offices are closed. You know what's never closed? The emergency room, which is where everyone is going to be, including the poor healthcare workers who have to work on that holiday. Add on to all of that the start of flu season, and you can bet the only gift healthcare workers will be receiving this year is another fun, tightly wrapped mental breakdown. Happy holidays, motherfucker. When I was on call for the newborn resuscitation team, also known as the Code Blue team, I believe, we got paged to a delivery. Main entrance, white car. When we arrived, a very pregnant woman was arched over the console in the passenger seat with a look that said she was about to have that baby. Had to wait for OB to arrive, and the baby was delivered right there in the car in front of the hospital with lots of onlookers trying to figure out what all the commotion was about. We nicknamed her Car Baby. Can you imagine this baby's first words? Shotgun! And also, to be fair, this baby is in way better shape than Toilet Baby.
Toilet! Toilet!
On Christmas Eve, a schizophrenic patient tried to dismantle the inpatient psych ward's toilet so Santa could come through and give presents. Well, Isn't that just very smart? Schizophrenia is usually associated with a person who is out of touch with reality. Delusions, hallucinations, sometimes very hard to control. But in this case, very smart. The psych ward does not have chimneys. How is Santa supposed to get through without a hole to climb through? This man's smart. Ooh, man. Wow, he popped right up. The delayed grunting. Honestly, the right response, but damn, that looked like it hurt. It looked like he may have broken something. I mean, we'd probably get an x-ray to see. It looked like he fell and hit his hip. He smacked his face on the floor. His hip landed on the ladder. He popped right back up. I wouldn't be surprised if something was broken and he did get back up anyways. You would be shocked how much adrenaline can mask pain. I mean, he's in a lot of pain, but the adrenaline of falling from a ladder will give you enough strength to get up even with something broken. I imagine within an hour, all that adrenaline is gonna be gone and he's gonna be feeling really. Christmas lights are every husband's arch nemesis during Christmas. My dad insisted on cooking our, oh my goodness. Yeah, have you tried tap water marinade turkey? Cause that's what that is. Or maybe, Dad actually wanted to go to McDonald's this year, because he clearly didn't try. Did you want wet meat or drowned meat? We have both.
If you are going to use it again, as a nurse, I have access to some really good stuff, and I will hook you up, okay?
Yeah, let's do that.
No, man!
No.
That was a test! See?
Yeah.
That's what you can't do. Get your stuff and get your chair and get you out of here. You want to rehearse it again?
I didn't know we were
Do you want some drugs? And you say, no!
No, but I didn't expect you to say that.
When I was a kid, I really wanted to be a doctor. And then when I was in college, my nan got sick, so we spent a lot of time in the hospital. And that's when I realized that the nurses really provide the care part of healthcare. So I became an RN.
That sounds like every nursing school essay application ever. Why did you decide to become a nurse? Well, my grandma got sick really one day and I went to the hospital and I saw that it was actually the nurses who take care of her, not the doctors. Classic. The simplest way to remove excess, oh my goodness. Are those tampons in your skillet, sir? Okay, this is a new cooking technique, huh? Tampons, who knew? So multi-versatile. Can you imagine everyone at dinner? Does this taco taste fishy to you? Genius. And all this time I've been soaking up my oil with a panty liner. Huh. I was admitting a patient from the ER with an N-STEMI heart attack. He only wanted a cheeseburger and was mad I wouldn't let him eat. He told me emphatically, but my specialist said it's okay to have a cheeseburger and Mountain Dew sometimes, and that's what I want. I finally said, sir, some days that may be fine, but not while you're actively having a heart attack. Dumbfounded, he asked, who's having a heart attack? To which I responded, you are right now. That's why we're not letting you eat. We're trying to save your heart, and that's why you're attached to all these IVs. How does he not know he's having a heart attack? There was a long pause. So if I unhook these and go to the cafeteria to get a cheeseburger, can you just admit me after that? No! Cardiology is coming to see you right now. Do not go to the cafeteria. Guess what happened? People are so crazy. Why do we try to keep these people alive? He was like, just one more bite.
Alex, I checked in with all the patients like you asked.
Great.
And Mr. Lasky wants morphine, oxy, and Vicodin. He asked if we had a menu, and I said I didn't think so.
Okay. I will check in with Mr. Lasky. Thank you.
All right, well, I'm around. Let me know if you need anything.
Okay, so classic new nurse is willing to give the patient anything they want. Did you see the list? What was it? Morphine, Vicodin, and like one other thing. I forgot what the last medication was, but of course we're not giving him all of that. And the patient asked for a menu. No, you're not getting shit. You're getting nothing. You're getting Tylenol. That's what you're getting. Ibuprofen, all right? Suck it up. Mississippi sidecar. Legit true story. Patient was admitted to med-surg for perforated stoma. Patient told the GI surgeon, times are hard, you have to do what you have to do. As her nurse, I responded, sister, times aren't that hard. A stoma is when they cut a hole in your stomach and they take a piece of your abdomen so that poop and piss and digestive stuff can come out of there. Sometimes because if your digestive system is all fucked up, they'll poke a hole and stuff will come out. A Mississippi sidecar is when someone uses that hole to have sex with. So this patient has a hole in her abdomen and was using it for sex. I know, it's gross. Irate patient upset that he paid good money and we gave him his CT and X-ray images and they were black and white. What are you expecting, sir? I replied, excuse me, sir, are your bones colored? He looked confused, thought about it and said, I guess not, and immediately walked away content. I was the department hero that day. Wow, that is all it took to convince him. Maybe he secretly knew, he just needed a reassurance. I'm a vet tech, and I caused a divorce when a husband dropped off a dog that ate a pair of lacy thongs that did not belong to his wife. Ruh-roh, someone's in trouble. The wife came to pick up the dog, and I showed her the thong. She said, those are not mine. Can you keep my dog here for a little bit while I contact a lawyer, and walked out of the ER. Imagine the husband trying to play this off. Honey, it's not what it looks like, okay? The thong is mine. He would have to wear thongs for the rest of the marriage. Now that is rough. Recently, I helped pull 2 stab victims, boyfriend and girlfriend, out of a car. Oh, turns out they were stabbed by the female's patient's ex. The male patient's fiance then showed up at the hospital, demanding to know where her fiance was and if he was with anyone. Okay, so if you didn't follow, okay, there's 4 people involved. First, we started with the girlfriend and boyfriend who are having an affair. The girlfriend's boyfriend was the one who stabbed these 2, and the boyfriend had a fiance who came up and asked, where is he and who is he with? Which, by the way, if your fiance shows up to the ER and the first thing she asks is, who the fuck are you with? That relationship isn't gonna last. For good measure, the fiance also should have stabbed the couple. Where are they? This is a crazy story. This is like if Shakespeare wrote for Bravo TV.
I love that.
রুটি ঠান্ডা গেলা
রুটি ঠান্ডা
ঠান্ডা মানে আব্বা বরফের লাহান ঠান্ডা এটা রুটি
শ্বশুর আব্বা আপনারে আপ্যায়ন করে নাই খাতির যত্ন করে নাই
না আব্বা আমি
বিলাই মারার রাত আজকা যদি তুই ঠিক মতো দামকে দিবার পারস ভাই জায়গা চলগা নালে বললাম সারা
আর দোস্ত মাগো আছে ওগো খানদান আর আমাগো খানদান এক না অদ্ভুত কিছু নিয়ম কানুন পালন করতে যাইয়া তোমার বাড়ি
তুমি কইতেছোটা কি আমগোর খানদানের পোলাপাইন যদি একবার ঘর জামাই হয়ে যায় গা ওরা তোর খানদানে ফেরত যাবার পারে না
আমি আব্বা আমারে বুঝামো
কি বুঝাইবা তুমি
হয় নাই কা তুমি আমারে বুঝাইতে পারতা আমারে মারলা ওসব আমগো বংশে
আজকে এইসব হইতেছে আব্বা আমি কই যাবো আব্বা আপনি আমার প্যারা ড্যাডি আব্বা
এই তুই আমার দাঁড়াবি না দূরে থাক
আমি খাটে ঘুমাইছিলাম আমার লাফতে মেরে খাটেতে হালায় ভাইজান লেটে সারে ঘুমাইছে
হারামজাদা মিছে কথা কস্তুর
বউ সেবা সুন্দর করে না করতে পারলে জামাই পিটানোর রেওয়াজও আছে আই তুমি কুস্তি পারো
না
জি ভাইজান ভাবি ফালতু খানদানে কইলাম আজকে তো আপনার বাস হয়ে যাবে
ফাইনাল ডিসিশন লইছি আজকে রাতে কিন্তু আপনার লগেই ঘুমাবো
আমার লগে কেন বাজান আপনি আমার লগে ঘুমাইবেন কেন
জিন্দেগি তুই এইটা আর পোষাইতে পারবি না বাজার তোর আমি সাজিয়ে দিতাছি তুই জলদি
ক্যাচে লাগাইছে
মা তুই এক কাম কর জামাই লইয়া শ্বশুরবাড়ি জাগা বোন মা শ্বশুর
এই তো একেবারে বাঘের বাচ্চা
ফুদি দে
আচ্ছা বাঘের মতন যাবি
আসমানের চাঁদ লয়া এরকম বাসর ঘরে আহে তখন রাজা বাদশা গুলা হান
তুমি এই পোশাক কখনই চেঞ্জ করে আইবা নালে কইলাম আমি তোমার আমার লগে থাকতে দিমু না আইসা আলগা খানদানি রেওয়াজ দেখাই
তোমার কত বড় সাহস তুমি আমার মাথায় বাড়ি দিবা? এই আমি কি করছি? বাজান কি এইটা কাম করছে নি? আপনার মতো হীরার টুকরা একটা পোলারে লাথি দিয়ে বাইর করে দিচ্ছে।
দিমু একটা ঠুয়া, আমি পারুম না। এই বেটা এই আমগো খানদানে পূর্বপুরুষেরা
তো কি টিপে কল্লা
লাগলে হেরাও টিপা দিমু। তুমি বরং আমার হাতটা ব্যথা করতেছে, হাতটা টিপা দাও।
আরে এখানে হান্দাবার লাগছস কে? একটু ওদিকে নে না। তোমার বিছানা আমি ভিজায়া দিছি গা।
এটা তুমি কি করছো?
কি করছি, ঘুমাইবা না?
তোমার পূর্বপুরুষের মাথায় কি সমস্যা ছিল আব্বা?
আবার নাটকের পর কয় কি শুনছো? ওই বেটা
আব্বা জান, আপনার পোলারে এখন জিগান তো রুটি গরম না ঠান্ডা?
বাপ রে বাপ, শুনছো নি একেবারে ডর দেয় তো বলে খুশি খুশি করে কাটতো হয়েছে। আপনার ডর আপনার পকেটে থুয়া দেন।
খানদানটা আমার কত উচ্চা দেখতে হইব না?
দেখতেছি তো, উঁচা ভি আর লম্বা ভি।
আমি চাইনি তোমার মন খারাপ হোক।
এইটা এখন আমাকে বিশ্বাস করতে হবে। তোমার ভাইয়ের যে একটা বন্ধু আছে না, অয়ন ভাই, উনি অনেক চালাক আছে, অনেক স্মার্ট। এই আপু আপু আপু, শুনো শুনো শুনো, তুমি রাগ করলা?
তুমি যদি একটু পড়ো।
আপনাকে ঈদের শুভেচ্ছা।
ধন্যবাদ।
টপো দাঁড়া।
মেয়েটা দেখছিস?
কোন মেয়েটা?
তোদের বাসার দোতলায় আসছে।
মা, মোম দিয়ে যাও না। আরে আসতেছি রে বাবা। আপনার গান শুনে ছাদে আসলাম। আপনি গিটার বাজান বল।
কি দিল এটা? 100 টাকা? আমি তো চাইছিলাম। তোর মন খারাপ এটা তুই কি আসার আগেই জানতি না আসার পর জানছস?
সাদা ওড়না, কপালে ছোট্ট একটা টিপ, রোদের আলো।
এদিকে আয়, তুই আয়। আরে
আজ বেলাতে তোমার সুরে সুরে।
এই বিকেলে মাঠে আসবি তো? ফয়সাল আসছিল, ঈদের পরে কক্সবাজার যাওয়ার প্ল্যান করতেছে।